Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's the Sammy Leggett here, representing Team JVS, here to give you guys another anime movie review. I'm talking about dandadan. If you've never seen dandadan, it came out 2024. Insanity. I mean, if you love supernatural, like mystical um, stuff and a mixture of like science fiction, alien in nature, and make them amalgam of the two, that is what you get for dandadan. Now, Evil Eye is comprised of the first three episodes of the second season. So if you haven't seen the first season, it would leave you to go and check out the first season first. It's a great watch, and then go and check this out in movie theaters. This is going to be in theaters today, June the 6th, and you do not want to miss it. I'm going to go ahead and be very transparent and very candid. This was great. This was so good. And I'm gonna tell you why, but I'm also gonna break down the different levels of dandadan as well, and like how they handle a lot of the different transitions in this one. A lot of the times with anime movie transitions, you'll get like a movie, and the movie itself is kind of comprised of a lot of the first season, and then maybe like an episode or maybe two episodes of the second season. That is not the case in this one, and I'm not going to give examples of those other ones. I'm just going to tell you up front, from where the end of the last episode ends, it immediately jumps you in straight into this, which is starting off the whole second season. Second season is going to be starting is on July. I can't remember the exact date, but if you know how that crazy that was, that ending, they go even crazier. I did not anticipate that. But the reason why this show does work is you have a slew of crazy characters. You've got Okarun, which really is Ken. You've got Momo. She's got the telekinesis, and she's got a crazy grandma who's really cool. She's got an older best friend in Gigi, and they also got some other craziness around them as well. They just kind of came into the family, so to speak. But Okarun, more specifically, he is possessed by a certain spirit that's called Turbo Granny. So they're reprising their roles. I've looked at this only in dub. So you got Abby Trout for Momo. You've got AJ Beckless for Ken or Okarun, and then you have newcomer that ended up in the last season. Tail end of the last three episodes, I believe, was his Gigi, played by Alex Lee. And Alex, if you don't know, he's been in everything. One of the more notable, of course, is the best anime that happened this year, which was Solo Leveling. But the story for this is crazy, because from the last episode you get an understanding that Gigi's older house and things that happened with his parents, it was beyond his control, but for some reason he has been trying to fight against whatever's going on. And the whole point of this, and this is going to be really hard to not spoil, is for them to try to uncover the mystery of the house while at the same as that time trying not to get killed in the process. Now, with the action and animation for this, it is top tier. I had no idea we were going to get some of the levels of action and animation that we get in this movie. It just goes, and it does not let up at all. There's a moment where we get an understanding of kind of what and how uh, people have been dying around the house and what it's connected to and what the specific entity actually is. They do a great, from a narrative perspective, they do a great job of giving you an understanding of what the entity is that's in the house, as well as the backdrop and the background of the people that are surrounding it. So it's not just one hand fold. Like, it's just kind of like just how the show is made up. Like, you got spirits and you got aliens. There is no different with how they're handling this story arc as well. There's deeper layers to it, literally and figuratively, and they handle it with a lot of zest. I'll say it like that. Now, as far as new players into this, which I'm not going to introduce too much of them, but it's really bad. And the power sets and whatever you believed or perceived that they were capable of in the first season may not matter in this, and you will see it very evidently in this movie. And to be honest with you, the Evil Eye in and of itself, makes for a great character and antagonist, because they've not faced anything like this. And the other thing I think is really interesting is they also have other characters in this that also challenge them in ways that you wouldn't expect as well. And I think they do a really good job of kind of grounding our main characters while also showing that they have limitations that they can break through. Okarun as a character and Momo as a character, they work and thrive together because of each other. And so where you see certain limitations on them, like, okay, I don't know how much farther they can go, you never know when you're pushed past another limit. And I think that they do a great job of giving everybody screen time to be able to showcase their capability. But then there's also a limit on that, because it's a true do or die situation. It's a life or death situation where there may be situations that they are not going to be able to make it out of. And you feel that every single moment that there's an action scene. And I love that. While at the same time, the show is crazy enough that they balance humor. They find ways of balancing very crude and explicit humor at times, that sometimes is a little distasteful and sometimes is perfectly placed. And then other times it's just hilarious, regardless of how distasteful it actually is. So they truly do master that aspect of what true Japanese animation is about. And it's not just about flashy fights. It's not just about like 2D animation that looks good. It's about the characters. It's about who they are from a narrative perspective. Being able to convey true emotions and you actually rallying behind characters. Like the character Gigi in this movie, I never thought I would rally behind a character so much in a short amount of time. We did not get that much time with Gigi, but from what they did with the episodes they gave us, last season, as well as in this movie, they utilized Gigi very well. I was a Gigi fan by the end of this film. And it's just interesting to see how the whole story plot goes. But you're not going to be ready for it at all. And I do think that this could be one of the best seasons of any anime this year if they go the route that it's looking like it's going. Because even when there are moments where it's like, oh, okay, we've hit a milestone or we've got past this, like, oh no, you don't even know. We haven't even scratched the surface. And again, I mean, I didn't overextend by saying the animation is great. It is really freaking dope. And I think that if you can get a chance to check it out in the theaters, do it. Of course, the show, it'll be available come July, but the sound design, the action, and how beautiful and amazing it actually looks, and then also even the set designs for certain aspects of it. And then there's also a tonal shift. This is a little bit darker than the first season, for certain reasons, and it's more so because now it's not just Momo and Okarun involved. It's like human lives that are at stake and involved, and what that actually means. And I think they handle it really well in this, but at the same time, you're just like on the edge of your seat, hoping that things are going to change. And they do also a good job with the sound design. Sound design and the score is actually really great. I got to the end of the movie and the end credits, and I was like, yo, this is a great soundtrack. This is actually a great score. So if you are one of those ones that love a good score or a great score, this is no different. Now, a lot of times with the movies, they're not gonna have like the the intro, and of course, we all know we love the intro. But the music that they do use and the score that they do use in this one, it is sharpened really well. I think this is up there with the Jujutsu Kaisen Zero movie, whereas like you getting more without kind of a rehash. And there is a small brief rehash of kind of a little bit about the first season, but it's not that long at all. And it just helps you be able to recoup from what you kind of remember. It's more just like a small, quick recap, and then they go right into everything else. But hopefully you guys hear me when I say this. This is great. 10 out of 10 for me. I have no complaints. This just made me so excited for the second season. And if you guys are a fan of dandadan or any of the classic genres kind of like this, of general Japanese animation that is current now, or if you're just an animation fan in general, I think you're going to really get something out of this in some way, shape, or form. But I'll talk to you guys later. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you go and check it out. It is available now, currently in theaters and select theaters, and the second season will be debuting in July. So thank you guys so much for watching. We'll talk to you soon. Keep it locked. JVS, we ain't gonna stop. Peace, everybody.